I would like to talk a little bit about reading programs. Here's an example of what I use. It's Hooked on Phonics. I find this one really enjoyable for the kids. But I've used many others before, and even now I use a combination of a few. I think depending on what you have is what you would use. But if you see that your child is not enjoying it, or he prefers another program, then I would suggest to go with whatever he enjoys and what he likes. I find that whatever the teacher or mom gets into and enjoys teaching is what your child will enjoy, and the way he will enjoy reading. As I'll show you now using this program, I use this one as far as what to teach, and then I take it further with follow-up program or with follow-up activities and games, just to build on the words and the sounds that he learns. For example, while he's learning going through the second grade book, I practice with games from the first grade book. I like this program because it has little flashcards, it has a workbook, and it has readers. It also has CDs that you can play for the child to learn the new words. I do that once in a while, not too often, so that it's not boring or too repetitive. Now, as you can see, the workbooks here are very plain. Now, they have a few stories in between the pages of words and sounds, but there's a lot of these kind of pages which they show the sound and then they go through all the words. And then they have review pages from the sounds from the previous page. So what I do is we learn these together, and then the review page I usually play a little game. For example, here his sounds were like in song, as well as sh and v. So usually on the review page they include all those three sounds. And so I have little coins here, 3 different colors, and I tell him, okay, I take the card that he has been learning, and I put these on. For example, if it's st, I want him to find all the st words and put a red coin on. Now if it's another sound, for example, the sh sound, I want him to put all the blue coins on, and another sound, the white ones. So that way he not only learns to read the word, but he also distinguishes one from the other, he compares one to the other, and it helps it register into his brain a little better. So for example, rung, that's a so he's going to put a red one. Song, he's going to put a red one because it's got the and on it goes. And then the next sound is ch. All the ch words, he would put a blue coin on top. And then the th sounds, the words with th sound, he puts a white one. As he reads the words, he gets to put. So this is just a little example, but we go through the whole page. And we do lots of different things. For example, each word that he reads, I draw a little hangman. If he doesn't know it, then I start drawing a hangman for me, and we see who has their hangman finished first, and that's the winner. Or else I put little cars on top of each word every time he reads the words, or usually actually I put them at the end of the line. Once he goes through his whole line of words, he gets to keep the car. Or I put little popcorn at the end, or a raisin. He really enjoys that. So, as you can see, in order to brighten up the workbook, I involve some games. Here's another one I've done. These are all the str sounds. So I've written them out on pieces of paper, and I hide them around the room, and he has to find them all and read them all. And at the end, he gets whichever ones he doesn't know, I get to keep, rather than him keeping. Now these flashcards you can either use, they have a little ring here, keep them all together. I use this for a quick review. Or else another little example of, I lay them out like this. And every time he reads one, he gets to eat the raisin that's on the card. Anyway, those are a few examples of how we do our workbook.